Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, wherever you are, everybody, and I hope you're having a fantastic Saturday. And welcome to the Liverpool Transfer Roundup from All Red TV. My name's Aldo, and good evening to each and every one of you. And there's a fair bit of transfer news to get into tonight, but before I get into it, what are your thoughts on what's happening at Liverpool at the moment? I mean, there's only one transfer story which every Liverpool fan is waiting to break. And it's the young man from the Ivory Coast who's actually playing tonight against Germany. Diomande, the man on everybody's lips. Now, what are we now, 9 o'clock now? About 7 o'clock, there was an update from, I shall bring it to you now. There was an update on the Diomande situation from Ben Jacobs. Basically, the situation is this now, as it stands. Now, we all know Liverpool made a bid of 100 million euros and it was rejected with immediate effect by Red Bull Leipzig. Now, apparently, Red Bull Leipzig want 130 million euros for him. Now, this is the latest from Ben Jacobs. Liverpool are optimistic on Diomande. Red Bull Leipzig would ideally like the player to stay an extra year. Now, as he says there, they want him to stay an extra year, and the person who's trying to persuade him is no other than former Liverpool manager Jurgen Klopp, because he's the boss at Red Bull, and Jurgen Klopp doesn't want him to leave. Now, if he does it, he's not accepted in the terms they've offered him on a new contract till 2027, and then he can leave. So, like I said, they want him to stay an extra year. But as it stands, he's not communicated that he wants to sign a new deal on excellent terms that leave him, and then he can leave in 2027. And that makes sense to me. Liverpool's latest offer is approaching 100 million euros, 86 million. Red Bull Leipzig are now saying they want 130 million euros, which equates to 112 million pounds. I think there's a fair chance the parties meet halfway. Now, if Liverpool have offered 100 million and Red Bull Leipzig have said no, Liverpool wouldn't offer that sum if they didn't feel there was a chance of getting him. So I think Liverpool will go back in. I've been reading somewhere that they've gone back in already, but it's not been officially confirmed. So he says parties will meet halfway. I agree with that, and this deal gets done. Liverpool have got other options on the table just in case this doesn't get signed off. And the options they've got is Yankuba Minter from Brighton. And also, don't forget Bradley Barcola is still on the radar as well. Now, I've also found out today that Liverpool representatives met with Bradley Barcola's agent on Thursday in London. So they've already met his agent, and today his agents met with Arsenal. So it's basically up to Bradley Barcola where he wants to go. It's well documented that Diomande's father is a Liverpool fan. I think we'll sign Diomande, I really do. But I think it's a matter of when, not if. I don't know if you guys would agree with me on that. Let me know what you think in the comments. And how much do you think we should actually pay for him? Do you think he's actually worth 112 million? Because let's look at it this way, from a Liverpool point of view. When I'm going to say when we do sign him, he is coming in as Mo Salah's replacement. That's for sure. For me, I think. I think he will be Mo's replacement. And there is other breaking Liverpool transfer news which I've been looking into, and I'm going to get into it for you now, guys. So, also breaking around about tea time tonight, we can confirm Liverpool are currently considering several midfield options this summer, with the final decision set to be made by new manager Andone Iraola. The club are assessing a number of targets as part of their midfield shortlist, with Ayubu Buhari, who plays for Morocco, who played last night against Scotland, Adam Wharton, Lamine Camara, Alex Scott, and Capron Turan from Juventus. They're all understood to be under consideration. So Liverpool are expected to push for 2 midfield signings this summer, depending on how achievable each option is. With Adam Wharton currently the only midfielder on the shortlist with personal terms believed to have been agreed already, and he's keen on the move to Anfield. Now, Crystal Palace want 80 million for Adam Wharton. Now, FSG, as I said on stream last night, FSG have already given the green light to offer 70. So, would you be happy if Liverpool offered 80 million for Adam Wharton, rather than him going to Tottenham Hotspur? I'd sooner have him at Liverpool than go to Spurs. Spurs are doing a lot of business. And like I said last night on stream, if you've not seen it, it is on the channel to watch. I think depending on what other clubs do as well, it'll also affect on what we do and who we go for. But let's not be shy here, guys. Liverpool have got the money. Anybody thinks we've not even touched the Coutinho money. It's still in the bank. So the bank of Coutinho is still there. So Liverpool have got plenty of money to go with. Now, cracking on with the transfers, with what's coming up. Liverpool have also entered the race to sign Borussia Dortmund midfielder Felix Nature this summer. There's quite a few Premier League clubs sniffing around him, and he plays for Germany as well. Number 23 he plays. And Liverpool are also looking at a right back from Rayo Vallecano, Andrea Ruta. Right now, this guy who they're looking at from Rayo Vallecano, he's very well known to Andoni Iraola, and he's a very fast attacking right back. He's great going forward, but he's a little bit like Trent Alexander-Arnold, not brilliant defensively. But going forward, he's a nightmare. And they want 25 million for him. So Liverpool are looking at midfield, right back. I think we should go in for Nico Slotterbeck as well. He's got a 60 million release clause. I think he's the heir apparent to Virgil van Dijk, and I've said that on numerous streams now, and I'm not changing my mind on that. I think we should go and get Slotterbeck no matter what. I'm still cracking on. Also, Real Madrid are after Dominic Szoboszlai. They're making a move for Dominic Szoboszlai. Liverpool are confident he will sign a new deal at the club. Szoboszlai is happy at Liverpool. However, he has said himself previously, Real Madrid is a dream move for him one day. Real Madrid's a dream move for any footballer. Who doesn't, what young kid doesn't dream of playing for Real Madrid when they were a kid? They all dream of playing at the Bernabeu. So, yeah. I mean, I don't see Liverpool as a stepping stone to the Bernabeu. I really don't. I don't like the way they operate at all. I have no respect for Real Madrid. And Liverpool have also been linked with Karim Adeyemi from Borussia Dortmund as well. He's on the list of transfer. He's on the transfer list amid concerns over his wage demands. Now, Liverpool are showing strong interest in the German international and are closely monitoring the situation. Dortmund could be open to a sale this summer as uncertainty grows over Adeyemi's long-term future at the club. So, before I go any further, what are your thoughts and feelings on the players I've just said at the moment? The right back from Rayo Vallecano, obviously Diomande Bid, the two guys from Borussia Dortmund. So it's looking like, and I've said it last night, and I said it 2 nights ago. Just because you're not hearing anything Doesn't mean Liverpool are not doing any business. They're not busy. Don't worry about it. The wheels are turning. The cogs are turning. Michael Edwards and Richard Hughes are getting the business done. That's for sure. Liverpool don't like it coming out. I mean, look at the sign of young Victor Monals. Completely left field. Nobody saw that coming. Not even me. That was silent but deadly, that one, wasn't it? So I like how we operate. I really, really do. And looking at who we're targeting, I think we've got a lot to be happy about this summer. And I've been looking at photographs of young Victor, and I've watched a couple of videos of him today as well. And something, when you have a look at him, when you first look at him, who he reminds me of? Diogo Jota. It's just weird. I look at him and I can see Jota in him, in his face. It's just strange. Unless it's just me. But I'm really happy with the groundwork Liverpool are putting in. But let me ask you this, guys, and before I ask you this question, please hit the like and subscribe button and the notification bell so you don't miss anything what I'm doing on All Red TV. And apologies for the delay in the stream tonight. Obviously, we've got visitors tonight. That's why I'm a little bit delayed. It was scheduled for 8 o'clock, but I apologise sincerely for that. I really, really do. And if you know anybody who is a Liverpool fan and they want different content, then obviously get them to join the channel. And you're welcome with open arms. I'll not turn anybody away. Liverpool's my life, it's my passion, and it keeps me going. I eat, sleep and breathe Liverpool FC. I actually worked for the club for 7 years as well, which was an absolute honour. But I think Liverpool, looking at the business we're doing, and with Areola, I'm quite excited about what he's going to do with us. I don't think a lot of teams next season are going to actually enjoy playing Liverpool. I think we're going to be pressing like we used to do previously under a certain German manager. I think attacking wise, we're going to be lethal on the flanks. I still think we need another striker, but I can't pin my hat on who I'd sign. If you know any strikers you think Liverpool should target and bring into the club, and please don't say Darwin Núñez. Let me know, because I really can't think of any. Because Ekatike is out till Boxing Day. He says he's back on Boxing Day, but he's not going to be match fit, sadly. And we've got Alexander Isak, who's on duty with Sweden, who just got thumped tonight 5-1 by Holland or the Netherlands. Virgil had a decent game. Cody Gakpo had a great game. Florian Wirtz is playing tonight. Jan Diomande. So are you guys on Diomande watch tonight then? Are you on Florian Wirtz watch? Or are you on both? I'm on both, actually, because I want to see how he does. But I'm really excited about the new season coming up. Here's my genuine question to you then, guys. Do you honestly think that Iraola's good enough to get Liverpool to challenge for the league title next season with the players that we're looking at bringing in and the current players that we've got at the squad? But I think there's no reason why we shouldn't be, and we are Liverpool Football Club and we should be challenging for the league. It is our bread and butter. I've grown up watching Liverpool win the league. So yeah, that's your first priority. Your second priority is the Champions League. Your third priority is the FA Cup, and the League Cup. Well, you can do what you want with the League Cup. It's neither here nor there for me. But Slotterbeck's just gone down as well. Oh dear. But I think we could be a serious challenge for the league. I think we'll be a bigger problem than City will under Maresca. I really, really do. And the thing is, strikers, we've got young Will Wright, haven't we, as well? And we've got Jaden Dance. two young lads who we shouldn't forget, and they are lethal. We've got Jeremy Jacquet, centre half, Leon Givone, centre half. I still think we need a left back to cover Milos Kerkez, because Tsimikas, he's a lovely lad, don't get me wrong, but it's just not Liverpool standard. Wataru is going to go. Federico Chiesa is going to leave, but he wants to stay now. He said he's come out and wants to stay. I'm happy he's come out and said that, but is he going to get any game time with us signing young Victor? Does that push Federico Chiesa further towards the exit door, or is Chiesa going to turn around and say, well, I'm fit now, right? If you want to play before me, you've got to prove it. I'm going to fight for my place. And that's what he wants. Don't forget, guys, Federico Chiesa signed a 3-year contract and he's still got 2 years left on it. So for me, because of the depth of the squad, I wouldn't let Chiesa go. I really wouldn't. And on the left-hand side, excuse me, we've got young Rio Ngamoa, got Cody Gakpo, and we've got young Victor Munez. He's predominantly right-sided, but he can play on the left as well. So we're not short of options on the left. We're short of options on the right. And I said at the end of the season, when Salah left Liverpool, we need 2 players now to replace Mo Salah, because you're not going to be able to play 60 plus games a season. Iriola's going to have to rotate. So we need 2 wingers to come in on the right-hand side. So can you see Liverpool spending 400 million again this summer? I think they may have to. But I don't think we're going to do... I've said it about a week ago, 2 weeks ago. We need 10 players, and I've said it again on a couple of streams back. We need 10 players, but we're not going to do it all this window. It's going to be done in 2. We never do anything in January. It's very, very rare we bring somebody in January. We brought Chiesa in and he was 10 million. So that was nothing really. But we never do major business in January. So it's going to be this summer and next summer, and that should be the rebuild done. We've touched on the goalkeepers last night. I don't have any problems with Mehmedashvili. We've still got the best goalkeeper in the world in Alisson Becker. So it's looking promising at Liverpool. And the fixtures, we've got a decent start as well. Newcastle, Nottingham Forest. On the chats last night, I was having a look at the comments. One Man United fan commented on the stream, and he said, Mo Salah's quicker than Harry Maguire, but who gives a shit? Everybody's quicker than Harry Maguire. And that's why Harry Maguire is not playing for England. Thomas Tuchel's not stupid. It's horses for courses. And looking at the fixture, Liverpool have got a tricky running in May. We play City away in May. And the second half of the season next year, this coming season, we play United, City and Arsenal all in the second half of the season. But I'm not frightened of United, and I'm not frightened of Arsenal. And I'm not frightened of City or Chelsea, to be honest with you. And would you agree if I said that Arsenal are favourites for the league? Or would you disagree with that? No. Ben said to me last night on stream, his feeling is at the minute, he thinks Arsenal will go back to back. I don't think they will. I really, really don't. I think Areola and the boys have got a point to prove. Because don't worry, Virgil van Dijk, he'll be sore after this season. He'll be, and I don't mean physically sore, he'll be disappointed how the season went, and so will the rest of the lads. So they'll have a point to prove this season coming, and it's not too far away. So I think we're going to surprise a lot of people. I really, really do. Because it's very difficult when you've had a season like last year, to feel so flat and frustrated every Liverpool fan's frustrated because you just want to win and you want to see your team win, but not play like we did. I think we'll bounce back. I really, really do. I've not seen anything what says we won't. Everybody has an off season. Look at Bayern Munich. Bayer Leverkusen won the league. Bayern Munich had a season off. Look what they did to the season after. They took the title back. So my question to you guys out there now is, do you feel that Liverpool are ready to reclaim their throne next season? Are the Reds going to end up back on the perch? Because we've not fell off it, that's for sure. I think we will. I think the Reds will be back on the perch. I think the liver bird is going to rise from the ashes next season. And with the players we're targeting, they're all quick players, they're all pacey, they're all fast. So if I'm an opposition manager, I mean, I do watch other fan channels, and there's one in particular who follows the club an hour away from me, 30 miles away from here, Man United, and they are worried with what we're doing. They are not happy at all. And also, we've been linked with Mickey van der Ven today. Now, Mickey, I've read something what he said himself, Mickey van der Ven. He said, if Liverpool put an offer in, if they make a move for him, he's going to tell Spurs he wants to leave because he grew up as a Liverpool fan as a child, and his ambition is to play at Anfield in the Champions League under the lights in front of the Kop, wearing the red shirt and winning the European Cup with Liverpool and winning the Premier League with Liverpool. And he wants to play at the side of Virgil van Dijk. Now, if that doesn't tell you that he wants to play for us, then what does? But I've always said that Liverpool should sign Liverpool-style players. Now, a couple of lads on the stream, come on, they don't like Mickey van der Ven. He's faster than Van Dijk. He's got the speed. Van Dijk's got the knowledge, and he's got the know-how. So that's a good combination, and it works well for Holland. I think it'd work well for Liverpool. So there is nothing to worry about. The Richard Hughes and Michael Edwards, they know what they're doing. I think they've got a plan set out for the summer. Areola knows who he wants. He's told them his list, and I think they're going to back him. But I've also read today, I was doing some research, I've also read today that Areola is going to have the final say on who actually comes in, not Michael Edwards and Richard Hughes. It is going to be Areola. He is the manager. He's not the head coach. He's the manager. So when you hear people say Andoni Areola is the head coach of Liverpool, just correct them. He's not the manager. He's not the head coach. I apologise. He's not the head coach. He's the manager of Liverpool FC. And if you put yourself in his shoes for a second, if you was Andoni Areola, how would you be feeling yesterday when them fixtures dropped at 10 o'clock and it actually hits you for real that you're now in the hot seat of the biggest club in English football, the most successful club in English football, and European royalty, one of the biggest clubs in Europe, without a doubt? How do you think he would have felt? It must have been, his Christmases have come all at once. And he must have been absolutely buzzing, because I've worked for the club, and it's a fantastic club to work for. But there's so many things which happen which fans don't see on a match day. And I'd love to give you an insight onto what happens at Anfield on a match day if you're interested. I've got some cracking stories. But if you're a match-going fan, do you actually know what happens before you turn up there? I was a steward for 7 years at Liverpool. So Champions League nights, that's completely different. I can explain that to you as well. So, let me know in the comments, and if you want to know what happens on a match day in the Premier League and what actually happens on a match day on a Wednesday night when it's Champions League, because it's completely different. And I'd love to share the stories with you, because I think as Liverpool fans, you deserve it. It's not just about playing football and supporting the lads. It's about what actually happens at the club. What's the operation like on a match day? I've been going to Anfield for over 50 years, but when I started working for the club, it seriously opened my eyes. Wow. But I loved every second of it. I really, really did, and I do miss it. But getting back to the boys in red, there is if you want to watch it later, guys, or when you get a chance, there is another video I did, a stream, and it was basically aimed at you guys out there, all the Liverpool fans, because I collect football shirts. I'm a serious collector, and the video was, are Liverpool fans being exploited with the price of merchandise from the club? And I've done it. It's a separate stream, and I'll link it to this, and watch it and let me know what you think. I think we are. £130 for a shirt, seriously. £90, that's the cheapest version. So let me know what you think on that, guys. But getting back to the players coming in, who do you want Liverpool to target and why? And if we don't, and do you think Diomande should be Liverpool's top priority now? And if we get Diomande, would you be happy if we missed out on Barcola, or do you want Liverpool to sign them both? Do you want them both in to give such a serious message of intent to the rest of the Premier League? Thinking, right, because we had a bad season last year and we know how bad it was, don't think we're going to be like this again, because this is what we're doing. I honestly believe everybody's in for a rude awakening. And I'm looking forward to pre-season when they go to America. Obviously, the main guys who are playing in the World Cup will have probably a couple of extra weeks off before they join up. But you'll see Chiesa playing, and probably Will Wright, a couple of lads from the academy, young Josh Abe. He's only 15, but what a player he's got! What a player we've got on our books there. There was four of the top six were after him, and they offered him 50 grand a week. He's 15-year-old, and they're offering him £50,000 a week. And he sat down with his parents, and they decided that the best place for him to develop was at Liverpool. And if they're turning 50k a week down at 15, that tells you that they're happy with where he is and how he's developing. Because do you honestly feel, guys, as Liverpool fans, do you feel there's any loyalty in football now? I don't think there is. Sadly, I think those days are long gone. The days of being a one-man club are finished. You won't see that anymore, I don't think. But what do you think, guys? I mean, your opinion's more important than mine. You're the reason that I sit here normally at 8 o'clock every night and do these streams. There's a lot of work goes into doing this. So much. I mean, it's not just a 5-minute job and then boom. There's a lot of research goes in, and you've got to decide what topic you want to talk about. It's got to appeal to you guys. You've got to organise your thumbnails, your titles, everything. So it basically takes most of my day up, but at the end of the day, I'm glad it does, because I'm doing it for you guys. And if you're enjoying it, that makes it worthwhile. It really does. So, because there's nothing better than talking about your club, the club you love. Because Liverpool's not just a football club. Liverpool's a religion. It's a way of life. You can change it. You can change everything in your life, but you can't change a football club. But Liverpool Football Club is unique. The fans are unique. The fan base is unique. The club's the best in Britain for me. I know it's 64,000 now, and it might go up a bit, but I can't see it getting any like Old Trafford 75,000. I don't think we'll see that, but I think they could increase it a little bit more. But Anfield's special. The fans are special, and you know, I mean, okay, the channel's called All Red TV. The reason it's called All Red TV is simply because that's my family surname, All Red. You know, so that's why I called it All Red TV. I couldn't think of anything better, really. You know, so I'm just glad that we've got a first player in. The transfer window's less than a week old. We've just spent 35 million on a 23-year-old. He turns 23 this month, and we've not even started this. We're in serious talks with Red Bull Leipzig. That's going to get done, guys. I think that's going to get done sooner rather than later, because he'll have his medical in America. That'll get done over there. And then it's just sign the contract and he's a Red. But here's an interesting one. It's just coming to me now. Do you think he'll wear the number 11 shirt? Or do you not think anybody will wear that shirt this season? Or will Diomande wear it? And what are your thoughts on the rumours that Mo Salah might change his mind and come back? How do you feel about that? Can you actually see that happening, or is it just basically somebody trying to get clicks? I just think it's a load of nonsense. Mo's decided he wanted to leave. And I think that's why we're targeting Diomande. He's Mo's replacement, like young Victor, who we've signed yesterday. He was Newcastle's replacement for Anthony Gordon. I'm convinced of that. 100% convinced of that. You know, Alexis McAllister, I do like him, but I just don't think he's got the legs for the Premier League anymore. If we were to sell Alexis McAllister, no, I think he wants to go to Spain, Barcelona or Real Madrid, obviously. How much would you sell him for? What do you think his value is? And who would you replace him with? Right. So let's say we sold McAllister for 40 million. That's half of what Crystal Palace are asking for Adam Wharton. So Adam Wharton's going to cost you 40 million quid. Because you've got 40 from the sale of Alexis McAllister. And Adam Wharton has already said he's happy to move to Liverpool. So I think it's all looking very, very rosy and very, very promising. And with so much to look forward to. There's a lot to it. I think there's more to be excited about next season than there isn't to be. There really is. But anyway, so let me know what you think, guys. Really, let me know what you think. Let me know what topics you want me to actually bring up on stream. If there's anything that you think needs discussing and needs airing, I'll say it. I'm not frightened of saying it. I'm not going to stand on. I say what I say. Basically, All Red TV does what it says on the tin. I don't stand on ceremony. I'm not frightened of upsetting people. I say what I think. I say what I feel. And if Liverpool fans don't agree with it, that ain't my problem. Close your door on the way out. But I give you an honest opinion. I don't walk on eggshells. You'll get the truth. You want a straight answer, you'll get it. Whether you like it or not, that's up to you. But I will give you my honest opinion on anything related to Liverpool Football Club, be it players going, players coming in, games, results, tactics, anything. you'll get an honest opinion 100%, because I'm dedicated to you guys and I'm dedicated to this channel. I set a challenge at the beginning of this month, right? I thought, right, I need to set a challenge. I'm going to get something to run with. So the challenge I set was simply this, and it's a simple challenge, and it's to every Liverpool fan out there, right? You might never see me, we might never meet, but it's to every Liverpool fan out there, and the challenge was simply this. If you can get this channel to 1,000 subscribers by the end of July next month, all my subscribers will go into a bowl, and I'll pick one name out, and you'll win one of my shirts out of my collection, right? And it could be, I'll just pick one out now, right? For example, could be that one. Alisson Becker, Champions League shirt. Now, it's an original. It's not a copy, it's an original. That's just one of them. Right, now, that's just one of my shirts, and I've got over 200. So all I'm saying is, the thing is, I'm not doing this for me. I'm doing it for you guys out there. All I'm saying is, get this channel to 1,000 subscribers and 400 watch hours. And one of you, now it could be, my shirts go right back to 1965. It could be from 65 right up to this season. The new ones have not come out yet. Oh, the old one has. It's on order, and I've got it. Now, the shirt behind me, that's not going to nobody. I'll tell you, that one behind me on the wall, that shirt was actually worn by Emlyn Hughes in the 1973-74 Charity Shield, when Kevin Keegan got sent off with Billy Bremner. That's Emlyn's own shirt, and I paid a lot of money for that. So that ain't going anywhere. But some of the shirts in my collection are autographed, they're signed personally. So that's the only thing I'm asking from you. That's the only thing I'm asking of you. To subscribe to the channel and get it to 1,000 subscribers by the end of July and 400 watch hours. And if the Red Army can do that, one of these will be winging its way to you, whoever wins it. That's all I ask. I can't ask any more. If it doesn't happen, the shirt stays with me. That's fine. Nothing ventured, nothing gained. But if you don't ask, you never find out, as my late father used to say. Asking doesn't hurt. So, anyhow, that's it. We'll wrap it up there from me tonight, from Aldo from All Red TV. Thank you for your time. Thank you for listening to me. I appreciate every single one of you. You're all legends. Every single Red is. Remember, look after each other. Take care of each other. And I'll see you tomorrow night at 8 o'clock on the next Transfer Roundup on All Red TV. Thanks for watching. Have a great evening. And you'll never walk alone. Bye for now, guys.